Who's that guy?
That's what mine. That's 101 I had. Oh, you want to have that?
Small belly, baby. I'll show you how to do this, son. Yeah. You only get one. It's two verses.
The whole.
Let it run. And the last, with the second verse, then we go right there.
It's funny. Move that camera a little bit more towards.
Showtime. Turn the lights on, cause we going in. Ooh, and we gonna win. It's time for some action. A full belly, hey. Turn the lights on, cause we going in. Ooh, I'm gonna need about $10 for gas too, man. Time for some action. Look at me like that. I'm talking to fucking guards back there. You give me that tea out the refrigerator?
Huh?
My tea out the refrigerator.
Folks watching things. Folks watching things.
Oh!
I got a friend, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you know you're gonna bring snacks up here.
I got a whole box of snacks in my room. I had them for long all the time. You got your 30 seconds. We'll go straight, y'all. Talk. We'll go straight into ushers.
I'm sorry.
You want to talk right now?
Ready? Turn the lights up cause we going in. And we're gonna win.
Hey!
What up, though? It's Full Belly Radio. Your man Dave Tolliver with my lovelies, L. Garth and Jay Milly.
Yeah!
And welcome to the show. We are excited because it is a brand new situation. The evolution of Full Belly Radio has begun. We are broadcast now on 2 networks, Wednesday night and Thursday night, but the kickoff tonight, son, is on BeatDropsRadio.com.
Yeah!
I said .com.
XCOM.
Yeah, COM.
Right.
That's calm.
Right. Let's not start that.
Hey, but we're going to get into some music first. We're going to come back and talk about what happened this week. Your pageant, your BET Awards. We got some questions of the day. We're going to go to the mailbag. We got some great guests. Here's Usher Raymond with Good Kissing. Yeah, man.
Hey.
Oh. Yeah, man, Full Belly Radio. My girls, SWV, Coco, Lee, and Taj. Anything you want me to.
I can't wait till their show comes back.
Anything.
Because
You want from me.
What?
The SWV reunion show. They
Good
were
to
coming
you?
back, yeah.
You know, I never knew Coco was like that, man. You know, she was a little, you know, back in the
Like
day.
selfish and all about her.
I love Coco.
I mean, that's probably why you didn't know it. Well,
I used to like Coco.
Sorry, we
back in
didn't
the day.
keep
I used to like Coco back in the day. I used to try to keep it to her. It didn't quite work out.
and then
Next thing I know, she was pregnant by Doodle Bug from Breakable Planets. It's like, oh, well, I guess all these phone calls are for nothing. Anyway, everything worked out. But welcome to Full Belly Radio, the evolution, man. We are on a brand new network, thebdropsradio.com. You know, it's your boy Dave Tolliver, a.k.a. the Black Paparazzi, a.k.a. Minute Large Forever. And my lovelies in the building. To the left of me, Jay Milly. To the right of me, LGZ. LGZ.
LGZ for Sheezy. How you doing, girl?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. You had a big weekend.
I did, but it sucked.
She has something
We're
big
gonna
every
talk
night.
about it, man. We are gonna get into it.
How much it sucked. And all the secrets I learned
Yes.
about how to get your body looking like that
Like
hourglass.
Beyonce?
Yes.
She probably does it too.
Without surgery.
I don't think she does it. She just works out.
I need some
She
tips
does.
because I'm getting ready to go out of town.
You need a lot of but let me just tell you.
See?
I stopped.
Okay,
I
good.
can do it. Yeah. But she didn't remember. She didn't take.
Oh, she did take the
You do the
picture.
pictures.
But she said her word is her, is her
word.
My yes is my yes and my no is my no.
So no throwing each other under the bus today on our premiere show.
Can
Guess
we all
what?
get under the bus together?
I didn't pinky swear.
Right. So she'll probably attack me sometime for sure. But
Okay.
anyway, look, it's
I
been
love
a big week. It's been a big week for you, LGZ. It's been a big week for you right now. And, you know, it's just usual for me, man. You know, I'm doing me like I always do. It feels good that I can see you ladies right here because, you know, then I won't get accused that, you know, I just sat back. I didn't say anything because you're over-talking me. And so now you can just sit right here and you can just.
And I can make faces at you.
Right.
Even
And
better.
I can kick you under the table.
Right.
Kick me on the table, man.
You might kick Bianca, but so be careful.
Oh,
Do that. You know
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
don't
saying?
Shout out to Bianca, our engineer.
for
I
sure.
feel real official.
Bianca Burwell,
Hold on.
love it.
She is not the engineer.
She is.
the owner of the station.
She's
But
both.
she's engineering right
She's
now.
both. She's engineering and she's the owner.
She's the owner. She's the boss.
And she might write us check one day if we keep it up,
Right.
doing things the right
She
way.
will have to write a check. We're about to bring these numbers in here.
Okay.
But on today's show, we don't really have anything set today. We have, you know, a question, the topic. We got the mailbag, but we got some incredible guests coming in today. We tried to, you know, make it plentiful today. We got my man Bone Crusher coming in. We got my man Tony Terry coming in. We got International Nova, my label mate, coming in. My collaborator, my man Trap Beezy, Trap Banks is coming in. And my girl Teacher Lampley, author, her and Shorty have a book coming out. And also she is the executive producer of the show, Platinum Kings and Queens of Atlanta, which
Right.
I'm so patiently waiting to start filming.
We're all patiently waiting.
It's coming. It's coming.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Real quick, if you guys
Always coming quick. Go.
Yeah, hey, you know, you said it, not me. If you guys want to tune in on your phone, the listener line is 401-347-0418, or you can hit us up live right here, Full Belly Radio 404-826-9223. And if you're tuning in online or by video feed, shout out to everybody tuned in.
You know, you
Watching
got
us.
you got sound good.
But
You sound
you
good over
sexy.
here right now.
You excited about that?
I'm back. You know, I feel like I'm back in Cleveland on 93 FM WZAK, man. Or in Virgin Islands, R95.
Speaking of that,
Right.
one of my friends on Facebook actually hit on a comment and said she used to listen to you in Cleveland.
Word? She
Yeah.
used to call me late night. Used to talk
Is
dirty.
that what happened?
I don't know. I used to do that all the time. A lot of times I was working overnight, so girls call me, yeah, what up, though? Why don't you come through and bring me a sandwich or a pizza? You know, late night, and then it'd be freight elevator stuff. But anyway, tell us about your week, sweetie.
No, I'm not gonna tell you right now because I want to put out the question topic of the day, which is, and this is kind of serious. So I really want people to think about this because something happened to a dear friend of mine, and a loved one who went to the hospital, was fine, you know, had a little issue, was fine. Well, they put that dye in them,
Ooh.
you know, to do like the
do a test, like a rating, some kind of
right,
test.
and they were allergic to it, and now they are brain dead.
Ooh.
And so the family had to go through this whole thing with, you know, whether to keep them on, you know, life support or whatever, take it off. So my question of the day is, do you have a will, a durable will, not a durable will, a living will, and a last will and testament? Because you know, you never know what can happen. You go in the hospital,
Right.
everything's fine,
Right.
and next thing you know, you don't want your family to have to go through, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out what to do. You know, do we leave you on? Do we take you off? Or who gets what? You know what I'm saying? It's,
right.
So yeah, do you have a living will? Do you have a last will and testament? And do you think it's important? A lot of black people I know don't have one.
I know, I'm scared of that. You know what I mean? I feel like once you get everything set, it's like
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So you can't think like that.
I know, you can't think like anything because so shall a man thinketh.
Right.
So shall a man thinketh.
So you thinking that way then.
You
You got to think this is just for, you know, precautions to take care of my family. So do you have a living will? Do you have a last will and testament? And do you think it's important? So call in and let us know, you know, how you feel about that. And if you even had to go through a situation like that.
Word up. Now, I mean, son, they always ask you when you go to the doctor. I've had numerous surgeries on my body. I'm walking on springs and still they call me Davy Stilts now. They always ask, do you have a living will? This, that, and the third. I'm like, nah, I'm good, son. Everything go to wifey and the kids. You know what I mean? So it's already written. It ain't going nowhere else with your wifey and the kids.
Yeah, but you don't want your wife to have to make that final decision, you know, watch you there for, you know, days and days and months, deciding what should I do.
I already told them, if I get like that, just leave me there and don't come back. Just forget it.
Really?
It's easier to say. Really?
Hell, I'm not going to know who. I'll be sitting like this.
Stop it.
I'm not going to know.
That's so awful.
You know, I would go, when I had my hip done, I was at the nursing home, and when I was out there, I sang for the patients, because on one side is rehab, and the other side is the nursing home.
Right.
I hate that because my grandmother went through that because at the time we couldn't get her benefits, didn't cover, and we didn't have money to pay for the expensive stuff she needed. And, you know, man, I was like, if I ever had to come to a place like this where I needed to be there, I told her, just leave me and don't come back. Just don't come back, because it's so hard on somebody to have to come and see someone like that, you know, to keep coming back. My grandmother, we used to call her Grandma Dynamite, and to see her go, like I used to have girls in the house, and she would run down the steps. Hurry and put your clothes on, girl. And I'm saying she went from that to not being able to do anything for herself, and to watch somebody go through that. I was like, man, don't come back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but anyway.
Anywho.
J. Milly.
Yes.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
I mean, you tell me.
Okay. Well, you know, usually we do the entertainment news.
Yeah.
You know, and we skipped a week last week, so
we did.
You know, I feel kind of behind, and you know.
Well, that's because you know we're doing our transition thing.
See, you see how he does.
No, that wasn't nothing bad. That was a good thing, right? You said you
that's okay, because we didn't pinky swear.
Yeah, y'all have that.
Well, I didn't throw it under the bus. I just, you know, I was just saying something. That's the truth.
So,
go
ahead. What?
I'm gonna go.
All right. So, entertainment news. I'll be honest with you. I didn't really have too many stories, but I did want to talk about the BET Awards.
Yes.
I got tons of stories of entertainment news, but go ahead with BET.
I mean, no. Let's
talk about the BET Awards.
Let's talk about it, because some things happened at the BET Awards. First of all, Chris Brown, he's been in publicity for a while, you know, going through all his different things. And for him getting ready to go to a trial, he's not really acting as if he's getting ready to go to trial. You know,
he ain't loyal.
Does that surprise you?
Chris Brown ain't loyal.
I read a story the other day about how he's like, you know, they offered him a reality TV show, and he's like, no, you know, I don't want reality TV. Okay, cool, but you're getting it anyways because you're acting like an idiot. So I got a soft heart for Chris Brown.
Wow.
I always have. I don't know. I just love him. I just do. It's something about him.
You must have saw that naked picture in my show.
That's what it is.
She saw that naked picture.
I've always been a fan.
I know you soft about that picture. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, but his performance really was horrible. He was lip singing.
Man.
He was out of breath, and when he was singing for real, he sounded bad.
Chris Brown has sounded bad the last 2 or 3 performances he's done. Chris Brown, by my standards of him being sleek. He was fat.
changed.
I mean, what was the clothes they were wearing? I mean, was that Burberry?
He's really gangbanging now.
Is that Burberry?
No, that was not Burberry.
That
was a
was
flannel.
Burberry.
That was a flannel. That was the old fashioned flannel.
No, because Tiger had it on.
Yeah,
August
And
Alsina had it on.
thank God that Wayne did not come out in leggings again.
Well, he came out in pajamas.
You know, but it's better than him wearing in leggings.
I don't think it. They're both kind of. Oh my God.
You think they?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, Lord.
I really do.
Okay.
Let me say this though. I think Chris Brown. I mean, not Chris. The hell with Chris Brown. Chris Rock is the funniest host ever.
Oh, he always.
Yo, he killed him. He said Rick Ross is going to be the only man to ever die from breast cancer. Yo, that was. He went in on
Rick
Ross.
Ross has lost
He
a lot of weight.
If you lose a lot of weight like that, you get titties.
He
You know what
still
I'm
got man boobs.
He
I got
does. But he says, you know, that he's all he eats now, you know, is good things, good food he put in his
What's
body.
her name? What her name is?
I don't
What her name
know. I
is?
don't know.
Ladies like big dudes, man. I'm here to tell you.
Do they?
What?
It depends. See, you got to have something, a certain swag about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, Rick Ross would not be the one. You know what I'm saying? He does not look clean. He does not look
His
like
bank
he
account
smell
clean,
good.
yo.
He looked like, oh, you know who he looked like?
Who?
Do y'all remember the Wiz, them
Uh-huh.
flying monkeys?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
look like
yeah.
He looked like them flying monkeys.
He look like Gorilla from the Great Space Coaster.
Great. You remember the Great Space Coaster?
Man, I got a partner that look like that Space Coaster.
We can never stay on task.
Nah,
I know, we always venture off to the left.
I mean, everybody's talking, like, nobody really talked about Usher's performance, and I thought it was great.
I love it.
I thought Usher's performance was great.
I didn't
I
like
thought-
his hat.
I mean,
What that got to do with how you perform?
I thought it was dope that Missy Elliott came out.
I
at the
love
beginning.
Missy.
Oh,
She looks great
Oh, she
too.
looks amazing. Call me, girl. She looks amazing. Missy, where the camera at? Call me, baby. She used to look like she used to look like Gorilla.
She did. Why you playing?
Man, hey, it's Full Belly Radio, man, and we having a good time, man. You know, if you want to call me and chime in, you know, we got this message board up here too. I meant to forget to talk about because I know I
Oh,
was
we got a
commenting today.
message board.
So if you're on Google
Oh, look
Hangout,
at Peaches. Hey,
Who's
Peaches.
Peaches?
You know Beth from my birthday party?
Hey, Beth, I need you to make me a vest. I heard you were a seamstress. I need it by next week too. Like I don't have anything to wear for the concert next week.
Hey, Peaches. She
Yo.
said wave at the camera.
Hey,
girl.
Hey,
Hey, girl.
Watch this.
That's Clayco's
Tell
finest.
Tori
right there.
hi.
Like, first of all, David, you're waving at the screen.
Right.
But look, if I were
36,
I'm doing the
25,
thing next.
11.
So look, if you out there right now, hit us up at 404-826-9223,
Yes.
404-826-9223.
Yes.
Or if you just want to call in and listen, the number is 401-347-0418. That's 401-347-0418.
And you know what else? I want all the ladies to hit me up, even the men, because now men are having plastic surgery. Because when I started talking about this pageant
Getting the implant.
and what happened, if y'all have had plastic surgery or something added, taken away, you know what I'm saying, stuffed, call us up. Because I want to hear about it. Because I'm going to tell you what you could have done and saved all that money.
Oh, kind of like Geico was saving money.
Exactly.
I'm going to call you tonight, then, Beth.
I'm going to call you tonight, K-Beth.
Not
You
like
sounded
that.
kind of
Right,
sexy when you said that. I'm going to call you tonight, Beth.
Yeah, what up, Beth?
Give me a call back.
Okay, can y'all stop? I'm getting a little warm.
She's loving us. Oh, I gotta love my Peaches. Yeah, that's a straight Clayco thug right there. Whitest Clayco thug.
She ain't white, y'all. I mean, we hung out at that party. I wasn't really white. I wasn't. You know, you was getting passes for the N-word and all that all night long.
I was not.
I'm joking. Yeah.
You wouldn't turn your flashlight off.
I wasn't filming though. I can't see. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm looking for ideas too. We keep jumping. I told you the show is hard to say what it's about. Because
Now she sees why.
here's what's so crazy about the show is that it was her and I at first. And we just met a few years ago. We are like the best of buddies.
Right.
And then she played my girl in the play. That's a whole funny story.
Oh, wow.
My daughter was tripping on that, but my
You had
daughter
a kiss.
loves her. My daughter loves her.
Does she love her more than she loves me?
In the mouth.
No, and my daughter loves Milly too. You know what I mean?
Be jealous.
But it's like it's amazing when you pull three. You got Midwest here, you got West Coast here. When you pull three people together, and you see how we just bouncing. This wasn't nothing we practiced. It's amazing. It's the power of God that is laying here. You know what I mean? So it's full belly ready. You got. We need to wind up and come back, or Oh well, yeah. Show me the sign. So
I love having an engineer.
Listen, if you're watching this right now, if you watch this right now, Google Hangouts. My girl Beth, aka Peaches, got the idea. You can hit us up with some messages. The question of the day is, what was it again? The top
Okay,
of
the first one is, do you have a living will and do you have a last will and testament? Do you think it's necessary? And if you've ever had plastic surgery, male or female, hit us up because I'm going to tell you what you could have done to save all that money.
404-826-9223. Give us a call. Full Belly Radio.
Yeah, man. These loyal.
stunts, weaves, updos, and more.
I'm gonna keep talking first and then come back later. Or you keep talking with that? What up, though? We back, man. It's Full Belly Radio, man. Your boy Dave Tolliver, L. Garth, J. Milly in the building, man. It's major today, man. It's our first show on a new network, BeatDropRadio.com, and it's happening right now, man. It's real heavy in the room, man. It's real heavy. I mean, I'm a big dude, but I got my man in here too. And it's super heavy. It's major right now. You know what I mean? The two sexiest big dudes in the business right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got my man Bone Crusher in the building.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing this fine day of winter?
So we need to be another host, right?
Yeah, right. Fine day of winter.
Announcer voice.
You know, like him and Chubb Rock got like these distinct voices. I'm the Chubb Rock.
Right.
So we got my man Bone Crusher in the building. Let's get you. What did you think about the BET Awards, or did you even watch it? I know a lot of artists don't even watch it.
I didn't get a chance to watch it, man. I was watching Transformers when it was on. I don't get so many BET Awards, man. It's kind of the same old thing every year.
You didn't miss nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't miss nothing. Yes, they never decided to miss nothing. I caught like a couple of the performances, but not the whole show itself.
Did you?
How did Chris Rock do? I don't know.
Oh, Chris,
right.
Man, Chris Rock, yo. You gotta watch it just for Chris Rock and nothing else.
Wow.
Like, man, and they was like, "Oh, you need to go longer." I mean, it just showed how he is one of the greatest, funniest guys ever. But it showed true professionalism on his part, because they were like, "Oh, you need me to stretch it out," and then he started cracking jokes on people. I was like, "Dog." It just, I mean, that was probably.
And you don't realize how funny it is, like watching him in a movie, but when they let him go by himself and do his thing, he's hilarious.
It's gonna be hard to top what he did. I mean, but last year was Chris Tucker. He was the worst.
Chris Tucker was terrible last
year? Oh, he's terrible.
I didn't watch it last year.
See?
Terrible.
The award shows are the worst. They're boring to death.
And it kind of got boring toward the end. Like,
redundant.
You know, the performances, everybody going back to that lip syncing thing. You know, some people were singing and stuff like that, but it just kind of got
bland.
Yeah, man, real.
And then they kept hyping up the end with Beyonce and Jay-Z.
And I wasn't impressed by that.
Well,
because it was just the same old thing.
No, they did like a satellite, thing.
Oh, they did them live
on the Run tour,
which was whack.
It's whack.
Yeah. But Jennifer Hudson was looking good.
Yeah, she did.
Don't you think her head is too big for her body?
Because she was fat at one time.
But it's like
what's his name?
I think her head is gonna. You know what I'm saying?
What's the actor name that lost all the weight, but his head didn't shrink?
Al Sharpton?
No, I didn't come about.
He was the gap in his teeth.
Yeah.
Anderson.
His head didn't shrink. Yeah. He got thin and his head stayed
right, so it looked, they all look like, wow. You see Al Sharpton? Star Jones.
Al Sharpton, like he about to disappear.
He does. That big head.
You better not walk outside in the hurricane weather.
Oh my goodness, he look a hot mess. And he still got the perm.
He smelled like cigarettes and coffee.
Yeah, he was worse.
So, we got my man in here, my man Bone Crusher. So, man, tell us what you got going on right now, man. You are a talent, man. You are Bone Crusher, man. Tell us, man, you are Bone Crusher, man. He's Bone Crusher. He ain't never scared.
He ain't never scared.
That's what he said.
What you got, man? What's going on with you
right now? We got a new album coming out, We Are the Pulse. And it's a tribute to a spiritual entity of music, where we are putting ourselves in position to have fun again. You know, and the album is all about fun and enjoying life and the love of music and the love of life in general. So, you know, we got songs in there like Get Nasty, which is the single, but featuring Storyteller and Music Soul Child. And we got the other tempo, and every record has its own vibe to it. That's it's a one whole project, and we just came with a theme for it, and it's basically the vibration of life and the vibration of music, trying to get people back to the dance floor. You know what? And what's so funny was me and Storyteller was talking, and we was about 9 songs into the EP, and she was like, "You realize you haven't cussed the whole album?" I was like, "Wow, that's right. I haven't cussed the whole album." You know, but it had a lot to do with the vibe of the room and the vibe of the people I'm working with, the Storyteller and music and L Rock, and it was just a great time had by all.
he sound like Marvin Gaye.
Right.
He sound like Marvin Gaye.
I really wanted to like narrate the Bible or something.
Right.
Let there be light.
What are some of the things, man, you like about entertainment right now? Let's just say rap, man, period. And what are some of the things that you don't like? And I'm sure that's the question you get.
I don't like none of it. I think it's all a lack of feeling, a lack of energy, a lack of people expressing themselves in the way that they're supposed to, hip hop is based upon old made new. And what the youth has done is forgot about the old to make new. Because music is hip hop is based upon sampling, and those samples with a loop is what made it fantastic and relevant to people. There's nothing but poetry with a rhythmic tune over sound. So that's the basic of hip hop itself. So the children don't have that. They have the cadence with no lyrical content. Mm-hmm. So they lose every time.
What year did you graduate from Brown University in Columbia? That's my name is Bone Crusher.
Hey, man.
That is Montgomery, right?
Enjoy life, man.
It's true what he's saying, though.
It is very true.
Yeah.
He just put it very eloquently, like he was running for president. He's sitting on 60 Minutes trying to say,
and I approve this message.
right.
Mr.
Bone Crusher. I'm sitting in the actor's studio.
Yeah.
Would you like some tea and crumpets?
What is your direction from? Well, you already said that, but what do you feel like? How have you grown from never scared to now? What made you started there, and what has made you change your direction? I mean, I understand what you just said, but what made you personally change to go that direction?
Well, I never changed it. I've always been about passion.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, we never.
Well, I wasn't saying that, but I'm just saying,
Oh no.
Growth.
Yeah. I'm saying and never scared. I was on a different wavelength. I was angry and upset about it, obviously. But that's hip hop.
Yeah.
And we go through that. And I was, and at the time, I had no money. I was living about $20 a day.
Me too, right now.
Right. Oh, I was living about $20 a day, man. Eating chicken, trying to feed my children. So that is what came out. I couldn't talk about what I didn't have, so that was what it was. And so now that I'm doing a lot better, we do okay. We live all right. So we talk about the things that are relevant to our lifestyle. And my lifestyle is a lot better now, and God's great. So we talk about those things, the light, more realistic with me and my children and my wife, and we express those things through lyric.
Amen.
It's unfortunate, man, that they don't have people on these mass media shows right now that talk like you talk. It's when you see these top artists come out, because
they feel like they know that's what they need to do in order for people to listen to them. It's really ridiculous.
It is bad.
And here's what's crazy to me is that we as black people don't understand that they're taking from us and making us buy what we make popular right back. I was watching The Chew today, and I hate that show because they took all my children off and put that on.
Right.
Pissed about that still. I'm watching all my children anyway. So all these white celebrities have grills. That's the new thing now with the white celebrities are grills.
Right.
So now I guess it now to be a resurgence in the black community with the grills again.
Right.
It's just kind of like how they take what we do. No offense to you, sister. No, I'm glad.
I haven't seen it yet.
You see it? No,
I
she ain't really white. No, but
guess I am.
Miley Cyrus is great.
Yeah.
Does she?
Jessica Simpson has a grill.
Jessica Simpson.
Katy Perry has a grill.
Wow.
Yeah, Katy Perry got one on her show.
Oh, yes. And she puts on a phenomenal show, by the way.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
And what's so funny is that and our Caucasian brethren are more soulful than we are.
Oh, we talk about that a lot on this show.
And I can't stand
Dave
it.
gets really upset.
Because for me, because I'm like Justin Timberlake. He might get a pass from me.
Right.
But I'm just saying, what happened to us wanting to make love and make people love in the music? It's like all the black singers are talking about the strip club and tipping and how high they get. Right. And all that, and then you got the white dudes like Austin Mahone, Justin Timberlake, Robin Thicke. They're singing about love and they're killing them. And at that point, it takes away from a spot on the radio on the urban AC stations where I or myself or Joe or Brian McKnight or somebody of that caliber to get a spin, and it takes it out. Hell, they already got all the other radio stations. Why can't you know what I'm saying?
And now they got ours too.
Well, you know, the problem is
come on, brother. Teach today, brother. Hey, hallelujah! Hey, thank you! Hey!
There's something wrong with this guy.
Oh, we go.
Woo, man, Tolliver. He's lost his mind. But what has happened is that black folk have forgotten about the soul. We're running to the side of the fence that we know nothing about. We're running to a place where we have never been.
What you do to this man?
So we stay in limbo. So our music has no soul, and we lose. We're gonna continue to lose because what's happening is that when you run from the soul, that's what white people like. That's why they mess with us because we're supposed to be the truth. Where they live a lifestyle of fluff and fantasticness, we are the truth. We are the grit.
Privilege.
Right, and privilege. We are the grit. We are the dirt. We are what they want to look at and be about and go back to the $1 million homes. It's called entertainment. Yeah. What we have lost is the entertainment factor. You know, and a lot of these rappers are not. A lot of these rappers are not in a position to give you anything else but what they are. Yeah. And they give you more than what they are, and that's how they lose. When you start talking about money and you're a brand new artist, people kind of look at you like crazy, and then they just kind of like, oh, you ain't got no money. And then they look at you like you're fake. And the only thing that's important in our community, because we have no credit, no money, is respect. And when you lose my respect, I don't support you. Right. Yeah, I might jam you a little bit in the club because I'm in there and I want to drink and dance with my people. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not buying that. I'm not riding to that in my car. I'm not listening to that in my house because that's the truth. You know, there's no truth in it. So I can't listen to it in the house and jam to it by myself because I'm not getting no feeling from it. If music doesn't bring a feeling of euphoria in a way that you have to have
big word, big words, euphoria.
Look it up. I know a lot of y'all don't even know what that means.
Yeah. Look it up, and it starts with an E.
Thank you.
Yeah. If it doesn't bring that to you, it doesn't bring that feeling of life in a way, whether it's sad or happy or mad or whatever, you're not gonna love it like that. That's why people like Never Scared to this day, because it brought out a feeling in people that made them be like, you know, wow, this dude. Because I was truth.
You put that now, it's still
dark.
It's still dark.
Right.
Man,
I ain't never scared.
Can we play that? We have that?
Yes, please.
Let's talk about this new record, because I know, you know, sometimes we want to keep going forward.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But we went to the new, and then if she had it, we get back to that. But this new record, tell us about this new record.
This new record is called Get Nasty. Get Nasty is not what you think it is. Get Nasty is about a feeling of dance,
euphoria,
of life, yes, of euphoria. It creates euphoria. Euphoria is a past tense, so it can't be past present. So it's a feeling that you get, like the picnics, the old school 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, so even future. When people hear it, they say, man, that sounds futuristic. Yet it's old. What we talked about earlier, hip-hop is old, made new. That's all we did was make old and new. It's called Get Nasty. It's featuring Storyteller, which is my beautiful wife.
We're going to talk to her, too.
And Music Soul Child, which is a great friend.
I love him, too. He's one of my favorites, all-time favorites.
So my peoples, I can't see up there. You know, I'm getting old, man. So listen, the number here, if you want to talk to the phone right now, the number here is 404.
Oh, you live streaming?
Yeah.
Hello, streamers.
It's 404-826-9223. And we're going to go into this brand new joint, which Phone Crusher, featuring Wifey, Storyteller, and music. Soul Child. Full Belly Radio, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah.
That's that. Get on me. Yeah. Full Belly Radio. That's that brand new one from Bone Crusher. Featuring Wifey, the storyteller, and Music Soul Child. Man,
Yeah, man.
That's that feel good. I feel good,
yeah.
right?
And it, like he said, big word of the day is it created a feeling of euphoria when you hear it.
It is.
That's dope, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
Man, who else you got on the record?
On the album?
Yeah.
Basically, it's us. That's it.
So you didn't use it we have?
Nah, I didn't.
Man.
Sorry.
I didn't make the cut, man.
You can always come back though. We got to finish it.
I mean, I'm ready. I mean, you know,
I'll send you another record too. It's called Zoom.
So, what else you got going on besides the music, man? I know we were involved in a couple things. I really want to do like a big boy group, man. You know, we talked about that, but we'll talk about that later. We already established what happened with that. We both got projects we got to finish. I think that would be super nasty.
But I know you were like y'all two were about to do something on TV or so do you have anything?
Can we talk about that?
Movie wise, TV wise?
Can we talk about that?
We can touch it. We can touch it too.
How far do we touch it? I mean,
I'm gonna tap you on the arm with.
you can't go up under there. You
I'll
just
go all the
like,
way.
hey, what up? Bone Crusher and I are part of a TV show that's coming. So, keep them prayers going up and good wishes because it's going to be good TV. From the format of how it's supposed to be is not going to be, we're not going to be doing no sex tapes. Put it that way.
Thank God.
We ain't going to be no cat fights.
You deserved it. You deserved that one for what you did earlier.
You know what I mean? So,
Sean, on the other hand.
Trying to hear what Bone got going on, you know what I'm saying? TV, movies, whatever.
Yeah. We got another TV show that we're doing for another network. I can't say the name of the network because it's probably but it's a major network. It's called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and I'm cooking, and my friend is cooking.
You're cooking?
Yeah, it's really based around him, and I'm just on there with him. It's called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I used to be a chef, but
me too.
And it's a really dope show, man. It's one of the letters. I can't tell you the name of the network, but it's a big network. But it's but that, and then we got the album, and we're doing the show with the Platinum Kings and Queens. Is it still named? They're still tentative. It's still named. They're still. Well,
they got my girl Teacher Lampley. Make sure you heal up soon, baby. I saw your recovery pictures. They forgot to fix your face, man.
We like
that's my girl. I already told you that. That's my dog. You know what I mean?
What happened to her?
No, she had the, they had a wreck, a car wreck. And,
oh wow.
No, she's doing well.
Oh man.
But it was, it's a joke. I was like, okay, they did everything else. I said, tell the doctors, don't forget to fix your face.
Oh yeah. It was funny.
Yeah, it was.
It was absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
I was laughing inside.
It gave me that feeling of euphoria again. I love that, man. It's good to have you in here. So, where do we go for ladies?
Well, speaking of, I want to touch on something with you real quick, just because I feel like it's important. There's a friend of mine out there who is dealing with a family issue, dealing with something similar to this. But the question that I asked was, do you have a living will and a last will and testament? Because
do I have one now?
Correct. And do you think it's important? Because I know that there's a lot of black people who don't, believe
I don't have one, and I do need to get one. My mother has a living will and the other one too. Mm-hmm. But I think it's the same thing, right?
No, they're two different things.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's definitely I think we should get one. We should do
the living will is the one like you're in the hospital and you don't want them to like resuscitate you. Exactly. Take out the machines, all that, and then of course your last will and testament.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's important too.
I mean, what is it like? Like my wife sometimes like, well, you need to show me how to do all this stuff just in case. But it's like I don't really like want to bring my wife into my world. Because when I was younger, and we was messing with Gerald and them.
Yeah.
It was just some very disrespectful stuff that used to just happen. But I know it's 20-some years later, but I guess that's just something that scarred me because they be like, man, I want to do something to your girl. Or like one time I had this thing where I was really liking this girl, and my partner, he came in and told Shauna, man, Dave kicking it with such and such. He was like, man, you talking about, man, we used to do this, and I was just like, yeah.
To the girl?
No, he said it to me. You know, I got.
No, but they used to do it to the girl. You're like,
and I was just like this. I said, I know she do, but I don't want to hear it from him.
Right.
What's it
My
like?
turn now.
What's it like? Right. What's it like being a husband and wife team? Does that give you guys like? Sometimes it might it'll help like spice up things with because music is passionate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, how does that affect your relationship? Is it good? Is it obviously it's good because I see your posts on Facebook. But what's it like working with your wife and you working with
him?
Him.
No, it's the best thing in the world.
Come on over here. Don't be scared. Storyteller.
She ain't never
She
She lying.
It's the best thing in the world only because I've been in the business for a long time. It's just that people are just now starting to know me and figure out who I am, what I've been doing. When I moved here, I was only 17, and I was doing backgrounds with Tamar. I'm from Chicago.
Midwest?
Midwest in the house. Yes, I was doing backgrounds with Tamar Braxton. You know, me and Aaliyah was recording a block away from each other in Chicago when I was 14. I had 3 record deals I turned down. My father's an attorney, so I got, kind of like the lead up on, hey, this is going to lock you in on the wrong thing. You're not going to get the right deal. So I kind of just learned and practiced my craft and kept doing more and did background vocals, and I worked with Red Zone and Dark. 17 then, I was doing a lot of stuff. So to meet him and to have someone who was experienced and already had my own way, and to be able to write and express my talent and finally had a platform to showcase really who I am was just an amazing thing. And we both have the same passion, which most people don't have that same passion. So I understand the business. So my brother drives tour buses. He's been doing it like 20 years. So when I was young, I got a chance to see the light of being on the road and and I saw everything. So I'm kind of used to it. So, to have somebody that basically understands it, I stay up all night. I'll go to work all day. I'll do music all night with maybe 2 hours of sleep and do it all over again.
So you say that to say that I should just bring my wife in and let her work with me?
Hey.
You should?
Why not?
What do you think?
Why not? I mean, we spend all our time together, but if it works for you, if she
school teacher.
Yeah, okay.
But she loves, but I'm saying she's
a great woman.
She went to Central State. And her choir got nominated for a Grammy, because she was in. So, I mean, she can't sing like me, but, she's very interested in what I'm doing. And I'm like, I don't know
how
I'm
going to coach? Oh, so you're keeping her away.
I always have, but I need to school her and educate on, just in case it's like that living will stuff.
Yeah, right.
Like, a lot of times artists, you go on a downslide, they're not buying all that stuff, but when you die, they're going to be, I didn't know he had that. Let me get that, let me get that, let me get that. Just like when Michael Jackson died. All his that's a whole way far away from Michael Jackson, but I'm just saying I have fans not like that, but they will research and be like, man, I didn't know he had that. Let me get that. Let me get that. And so she needs to know how to do this, do that. I got a million records to unrelease. That's kind of like a living will or a last will, type of stuff like that too. So I was just asking, what's it like being a husband and wife team in entertainment? A lot of times in entertainment, you got the husband and wife in entertainment, and then it ends in 6 months. But even if you don't bring
her like all the way into the fold, at least let her see what's going on so she understands. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because right now she's probably just so far removed.
Yes. And I like it like
that. It doesn't seem like he's going to be willing to.
Well, we've been talking about it. I said I was going to bring her into it and also teach my children about it too. You know what I'm saying? My son is, he's the band drum major at Tri-Cities, and my daughter is, she sings her. So, bring up. I'm having classes at the house. That's what I'm doing.
Well, I think the biggest thing is the trust.
Yeah.
Right. Like, see, we trust each other, but we're always together most of the time. So it's really, but we have such an over-communicative relationship. So that helps it because, it's like, oh, so-and-so told me this, and I already know. So when it comes out, I already know what's out there. So once you had that communication, there's nothing that can screw you up, really. There's nothing that can come in.
That's another reality show.
That's the biggest thing.
That's that's another reality show. Husband and wives, and they can hear me. Husband and wives, and that's dope. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's have dinner at you guys' house in Shusha. I'll bring my wife. Look, you'll tell stories. You'll rap and sing. I'll sing and rap. And she'll teach us some things because she's a teacher. So we'll have some fun there. That's the story. Tell her in the building. Man, I'm gonna say, man, I've been in the game for a long time, man, and I've met some people. I've met a lot of these cats, man. I have to say that you have been one of the truest and realest cats that I've met. Like, we don't hang out and kick it, but if I call you, we talk. Like, we out in public, we chill or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing in today because there's not too many people like that. Like my man Tony Terry's like that. Lil G is like that. My man Kyle from Jagged. I ain't heard from him since JD didn't endorse him. I hit him up and hit me back. I'm like, dog, I ain't get no invite to the video. But it's all good though. We got another record.
Yeah. Since we're here,
Yes, since we have.
and this is another record off We Are the Pulse. It's called Zoom, and
Zoom.
it's me and Storyteller and ET from the Dirty Boys on it rapping. But this is the version that does have ET on it, I think. So
Yeah, I
you
don't
can just
think
kind of
we're
take
on
it off after that. But it's called Zoom. It's kind of a club record, but I don't like to say club records.
Yeah.
It's
it's
a rendition of fun.
Yeah.
So let's go into that.
I love that.
They got my man Bobby Hood Hill in the building. International Nova on deck, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah.
Man, I'm voting for y'all for 2. Sound like Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah.
You're well connected with a lot of high-profile artists and entertainers, and one thing it seems they all have in common is their skin is so clear. What's the secret?
It's
I know papaya and egg whites, Peruvian asphalt and ionized water. It's got to be the duck base and Moroccan cocoa oil. I know that works.
It's protein.
So what is
It's
Semen. Semen.
Real term.
That sounds like a fantastic product. What about the ladies? I know some ladies that.
That's all right.
Ladies are coming to on this discovery. It's resulted from hair removal. It's the fastest way to a smooth line.
What is that music they got in the background?
Some porno stuff.
Y'all
Put in a commercial.
What is it? Dynamic cuts, barbershop, and
Dynamic cuts. That's so I didn't think there's a barbershop in my Did they do this?
So like
commercial?
Trans Europe Express doing the
You created this commercial. Oh, you want to know what it is? Dynamic cuts. Got the auto the Blazer, what is it called?
Sounds good.
Right?
That's TV.
I'm just singing this all night. Watch. Dynamic cuts.
You hear you can't do this.
What is it? All right, headphones.
Somebody said punani.
Dynamic got you. No, one, two. Dynamic got you. One, two.
Yeah.
Dynamic
Belly radio.
It sounds like you said punani cut. Punani cuts.
Dynamic got you.
Dynamic cuts. Oh, 1, 2.
Yeah.
So anyway, we back. It's Full Belly Radio.
Yeah, man.
At least it ain't like it's been through puberty. My God.
Right.
Yo, you know what I mean?
I'm not going to talk about it.
At least we're not going there, but it's Full Belly Radio. Your boy Dave Tolliver in the building. J. Milly L. Garth, and my man, the incredible Bone Crusher, man. What is your feeling about? You've been on a couple shows already. What's your feeling about I mean, obviously you dig it. What was it like doing the weight loss?
Oh, that was good, man. You know, anytime
You got a nice check from that too.
Yeah, right. Anytime
Somebody told me what you got for that.
Yeah. Anybody tell you, man, that it's bad to get paid and lose weight is a lie.
Right.
It is an amazing event. You know? And when I was on the show, man, a lot of the cast members were upset because they had to really do the actual workout and lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Now I look at them like, man, y'all crazy. We making money. They just tell them to lose the weight. That's it. That's all we do, lose the weight. Yeah, I'm good, bro. So I'll knock it out. So I end up losing the most weight out of anybody on the show.
I remember that.
So what I do is win. I mean, I don't like to talk about it.
All I do is win.
All right.
I mean, it's a real win. It ain't just saying all I do is win. It's an actual win.
Right.
A lot of these cats, they just say they winning and they say they doing this and they doing that and they ain't doing nothing. And once again, we go back to the respect aspect of the city, of the people, rather. And people don't like fake. So when they look at you, they just kind of want to rob you. I've never seen so many artists that are supposed to be on top, and all the fans want to rob them and kill them and shoot at them. And it's almost like the fans don't realize and people don't realize that they don't like the music, and it's upsetting them soulfully, and their conscience being, in a way where they feel like they're being played. And then they get mad when they see him. They're like, man, Charlie Whack, man, I don't like him. Instead of listening to him in the club.
I thought you was going to say somebody's real name. Not a big
names. I mean, you know the name. I mean, I got to say it. They know the names. I ain't going to say no names. But, I don't do that. I don't do name dropping. But I want people, everybody needs to feed their family and everything.
Oh, real talk.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's all about come with something that's going to make sure that we're eating.
But you just made it so transparent. Oh my God, like you can see through it. You know what I'm saying? People are so blinded right now. It's insane.
By a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing about it, I tell every radio DJ and every DJ that I've ever come across here lately, I say, if you continue to play the music that you're playing now, guess what's going to happen in 5 years? We're both going to be working at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
because there's not going to be anybody that wants to buy it. Right now, they're already in a situation where they think music is just free, and they're giving it away for free, and they're doing everything for free. And free means you can't pay your rent, you can't pay your mortgage, you can't pay your bills. So how do I? So how are we going to get it better? We have to make a better sound, a better product. At the end of the day, this music is a product, although it's our souls and it's our endeavors, but it's a product at the end of the day. And if it's a bad product, people are going to run from it like a plague. And that's what's happening right now. People are running from music like it's a plague. And they're running to the white artists because they have the soul.
Content, man.
They have the content. So they run to the good product. It has nothing to do with the music. It has everything to do with you. And if you're not making the music and the product that they want to hear or buy, they're going to run to where the product is made. They have to fill the void. They have to feel it. You have to have the music. Music is part of us. Electricity is what we're made of. That's why when you put your hand in a socket, you die. Because your electricity hitting against that positive and negative current is going to make you go in bananas. It's going to kill you. So we're not putting out the electricity as a people, and our souls and our spirit and our synergy is not right with the souls of the world. And so that's why the music is not selling. It's going to continue to not sell. And these radio people and the major stations, Cox, and I can say names on clear channels.
They're doing a lot of major cuts, man. Cats getting fired left and right, man.
I mean, you'd be firing
right. Yeah.
What's happening is that this is the first time in the history of music where people are actually fooling themselves and they're thinking that they're winning. You're not winning.
No.
You know what I mean? You're not winning. You're losing.
Hey, man.
You're losing. If you got to cut back, that means you lose. If you're not paying, if you're not in a position where you're saying that, well, man, you know, you got to put 90 artists on the ticket for people to come out to see them,
man,
that means something wrong.
Yeah.
Or you got to have 90,000 features on your record.
Right. It's getting old.
Every record got a feature.
Yeah.
And they're all the same people.
And then they're like, yeah, man, I got such, I ain't going to tell y'all no more, but I got some features.
I can name 5 of them.
And it's just time for something new. It's time for a change.
I've been saying that we need to do a campaign, man. Me and you and picket all around the country, man. Just me and you somewhere with our shirts off downtown. Just picket. It's easy for you to take your shirt off, but neither am I. We used to do that all the time too. So
take your shirt off.
Oh man, you know. So I want to thank you for coming through, man. I really appreciate you, man.
I forgot to tell you about we're doing a thing with the government. Decriminalization, where we're talking about taking away the criminal aspect of you going to jail for having illegal drugs on you. So the governor is really behind this, and we have worked with another guy named Chris Ross.
Because he get hot too.
Yeah, the governor is right behind it, and they came to us about the idea of us making a song about it. It's called decriminalization, and we're trying to get it where you're fined instead of going to jail for getting caught.
For a certain amount, though.
It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all about the offense. If you get caught once with it, it's a fine. Second time, it's a bigger
So I can have
fine.
like a semi truck full of.
Yeah.
What is more?
What else?
If I got an ounce in the car, I can possibly smoke that one night.
If you got a truckload of beer and not have a license,
Yeah,
you're in trouble.
You're
Yeah.
you're in trouble. So it doesn't really matter. So at the end of the day, it has a lot to do with the aspect of it, of you not losing your life as a child because you got caught with a joint,
felony.
or you got caught with a felony for being caught with a couple ounces of weed, or being caught with blow, or being caught with crack.
I know,
Right.
And the laws are rough out here in Georgia. This is a no tolerance state to drugs.
Which is amazing because we can all just walk down the street like we're in the Wild Wild West with our, with our weapons.
That's the NRA.
But that was a story today that somebody just pulled a weapon on a dude in the store. They had both of them have their
That
weapons.
happened to me in South Carolina too.
When we went to Geno's the other day to eat, it said right on the window, "No pistola." I was like,
Whoa.
oh, they definitely don't like this law. It said it right on the window, like no guns.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's just part of what the governor's he's implementing those type of laws. Because what's happening is that the economy is going to get worse.
Yeah.
As the economy gets bad, the people are going to respond to said economy. So you're going to have a lot of things going on. It's going to get back to the Wild Wild West in a way, but not really, because it's going to, the government let that happen. But you just have to make sure that we understand that when it comes to our children, that we're not punishing them to the end of their life because they made a mistake when they were 16.
I told my son that the other day. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing the right thing.
Especially when
crazy, but
some teenagers, depending on race and background get punished more harshly than others.
Yes,
And that's
yeah,
what
right,
it is.
right. But now their children are getting punished the same way now. So
That's why it's changing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like the same thing with music. They tripped on it, and then when their kids start liking it, they had to say, well, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Now we need to take a look at this.
This has been a very enlightening interview with my brother here.
Yes,
I knew he was a deep guy, though, because we went over there to record for the song that didn't make the album. And, you know, he was talking real stuff to my son and his boys over there. You know what I'm saying? I knew at that point that I always knew he was a real dude from the years I've known him. So I want to thank you for coming down, man. This is our first show here at the network.
Yes.
Anytime you get ready, you want to come and talk about the storyteller, Big Sam, the man with the dollars in his hand.
Samuel in the building.
Bobby Hood Hill in the building. Hey, Sam, I need some management, man. What you got? I'm serious. I need management bad.
He does.
All I've been doing is dancing with clowns, man. I'm about to lose everything. Nah, let me not say that and play like that. 'Cause I'm happy. I'm just saying I need some management, so I'm gonna holler at you.
Yo, man, you got Bobby Hill right here, man.
Bobby Hood Hill won't call me back.
Hill, man.
Yo, so we're gonna take this break. We want to thank Bone Crusher for coming through. Give everybody your connection thing and give me your stuff too, mama.
Yeah, you can hit me on Instagram at the Real Bone Crusher. On Facebook, Bone Spacebar Crusher. Because everybody wants to be me for some reason on Facebook. It's me. The picture's me and my lady on there, so you know it's me.
Yeah.
And Storyteller is, I don't know what you want to say, but it's at Storyteller on Instagram and Janae Frazier on Facebook.
TLLA. And on that note, man,
picture for y'all.
We thanking my man and wifey for coming through, the whole crew, Big Sam, Bobby Hood Hill. Up next is International Nova. We'll be right back after this. You dig me? You under dig me?
Hey.
Sport Belly Radio, baby. That's that 7th Streeter.
I love that
That's for
song.
Jay Milly.
Next. Hey, I love. Don't do that.
I like that song.
I love it too.
I rock to it.
And then, she got the little remix with Tyga on there. But real quick, before we get into this next interview, we got a couple shout outs. Angela from Columbus, shout out to her. She just called in. We got the phones ringing over here.
Mom?
Shout out to everybody tuned in. A couple of my people hit me up on Facebook. My homegirl Fresh, Peaches, and then shout out to my boy Anthony out in Arizona. We got people tuned in from all over. So thank you to everybody that's tuned in right now. We appreciate the support.
Shout out to my good friend Garrett Patterson, out of Florida.
Yeah, shout out to Garrett.
He is also listening in.
Yeah, hey Garrett. How you doing?
How you doing?
Sure.
No, boys. He's one.
Okay. Shout out to Nova. He just stepped in the building.
We're International Nova in the building. My label made with Spectrum Records in the house right now. New York is in the building.
Yes,
VX in the building, baby.
Yeah, man.
Shouts out to VX too, baby.
All right. So go ahead and take the lead on this, J Mills.
All right. Well, I've known Nova for quite some time, so I guess that would be the proper thing to do. But actually, my first time meeting him, I think I've known him since like 2009, and we just met yesterday for the first time. Yeah, so it's like it's crazy. You work with people from a distance for so long, and then
For good reason.
now we're both right. Now we're both in the ATL, so it is what it is. But when I first met Nova, he was working with a group, and now he's off doing his own thing. He's solo. He signed to Spectrum Music, and I'm gonna give us a little bit of background on some of the things that you've done, some of the ventures you've been on, and.
Yeah, first things first, I'm from New York City, from the Bronx.
Yeah.
I mean, my ATL now, been out here for about a week?
A little over a week, maybe?
So shouts out to ATL. You guys are sexy out here, first. And then, and besides that, I started from a group called Street Corner. We had some overseas success. #1 record in Germany, Japan, the Netherlands, Switzerland. #2 record, top 25 record out there. Been all around the world, thank God. You know what I mean? Been solo now for 2.5 years. Signed a solo deal with Spectrum on Key Records. Got an album in stores right now, and just really working, trying to get things moving.
So what made you want to come all the way from New York to Atlanta?
I never come to Atlanta from the Empire. I'm the Bridge, the 41st side.
Shouts out to Q Bridge, man. Shouts out to the Lost Boys out there too, man, Queens. But it is, I think for me, I kind of outgrew New York. I've been there my whole life, born and raised in the Bronx. As far as musically, I did everything I think I could do in New York City. I don't want every single showcase. I've been on all the radio stations out there. But I just wanted to get out. I wanted to branch out. Personally, I thought it was good for me to get out of New York and, experience some other different things. I'm into real estate. I love flipping houses. So, I think ATL is like the perfect spot for that.
Yes.
In general,
Yes.
So we out here.
Yeah, so you got, I know, just from the conversation we had yesterday, I learned a lot. Like, he's like, I do this. He's also a producer.
Two street jobs, man.
Yeah.
I produce, I write, I engineer, I mix, I master, I act, I model, I do IT.
Real estate.
I have an IT company. I do a little bit of everything, man.
You smile, so these are all the companies.
Right, I'm like,
I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, so, I made sure I got the school thing done too,
For sure.
You got to.
She looking at us. She looking like she want to put her hands up.
Yeah. Look, that posted, that picture posted yesterday, boy. My friends in Arizona are on you.
Shout out to everybody who's Facebook. Shout out to everybody in Arizona.
Yeah.
I see y'all. Thank you for the love. Dave, not for nothing, since yesterday, I've been rocking your songs 24/7. That single was dope.
Which one? The home?
The home joint.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I might need to jump on that, but
Let's do it. We need to do a video for it too. Like I do it.
I do most videos. For people that don't know, I do pretty much everything when it comes to my music. I mix, I master, I own videos, I do my own website, my own graphics, my own social media. You know what I mean? So, I do everything, man. So
you got a little Mexican in you too.
Do you? Oh yeah.
I'm Dominican, man.
I know.
There you go.
That's why I said that.
Listen, we work, bro.
That's why I said that.
Hard is working.
I am the technology guy. I am the video.
I call on the makeup company too, man.
Yes.
A makeup company?
Yes, his girl.
We got our products. I don't make them.
We're gonna talk about that a little bit. What's it called again? Because you forgot to take it.
Addiction Cosmetics.
Addiction. Do it again. One more time. Come on.
Addiction Cosmetics. And so ladies, holla at me, man. We got you with this love too, man.
Yeah. Addiction. Shout out Addiction Cosmetics.
Shout out to the homie Bone Crusher. He's dropping some knowledge.
Man, I loved that
I
interview.
was tuned in on the way over here. He's like Little John, you know what I mean? I guess you hear his music and you kind of picture a whole different voice. But when he talks to you, it's like, you know, like tea and crickets, like you guys said earlier. Like it's
Tea and crumpets.
I knew Bone was a serious guy. I knew he was a serious guy, but I didn't know that he was like that deep like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's like judging the book. But when we was over his crib, you know, we talked like we didn't really like. I was dropping the joint that is
You didn't get into the
record.
euphoric.
You know what I'm saying? We were talking, and we was just talking about real stuff, real things, and then I went to the restaurant. We was kicking it to my son and his boy, and his boy was like, "Yeah, dude."
He's dropping some knowledge, man. Who was the one I was talking about Euphoric over to eat?
Me.
That was a great cat.
That was, you didn't know
A lot
that?
of people not know that.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't know that. You know?
Okay.
As soon as you
That's
say
what they want. They be looking up like you, Aura.
Aura.
They would be like Y-O-U.
No, they would be like
S-O-R.
They would have said U-F-O-R.
Right.
Yeah, don't forget it's a PH.
Yeah.
Right.
Not an F.
Let them know.
Be clear. Be clear. But yeah, so you got the new album.
Yes.
We have some music. We got. I know. Okay, look.
It's funny because you asked me for a couple of records that
Right.
I didn't have the clean version for, so I had to get up, mix these records down for you guys, and get the clean version.
Right. So
You know what I mean? Of course,
Mansion-
Dave's gonna pick the R&B joints on the album.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
he was
So-
like, he's like, I really like these two the
4
most.
6. I like 4 and 6. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I hit Nova and Nova goes, which ones are those? I go 4 and 6, and he's
Now,
like,
you know what's crazy? Like, I don't want to do this day being an artist, but I don't listen to my own music. You know what I'm saying? I guess because I mix and master everything, I'm tired out. Like, but by the second or third time I hit a record, I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? So, on the drive to the meeting yesterday, that was the first time I heard the album in months. And I sat there, damn, I got a pretty good album.
in the beginning when I do my stuff, I'll listen to it, and you listen to it, someone's like, yeah, that's my joint. But then after that, it's like, when they be like, man, play that. I'm like, nah, man, y'all go ahead. I don't even want to hear that.
I'm real humble when it comes to my music, man. Like, you know, I like the music. I think it's dope, but you know, I don't toot my own horn, and I don't do that. That's just not me. I don't know. It's just not me.
that's okay, because you know what? A lot of artists, when they run around here and they're like, I'm the greatest, I'm the hottest, I got the hottest record out. Guess what? Usually it's garbage.
And unless you me, you can't really say that.
Right, yeah.
No.
I ran into.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm coming, I'm bringing it.
Yeah, I ran
You've
into
seen
that
it.
too much.
I get a pass.
It never fails. When you got the hottest record, it's usually hot garbage, is what I like to call it. You know.
No, real talk.
But you know, yeah. So I mean, it's okay to like your music, and you know, you have it's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, my computer just died.
Well, you know, I definitely want to thank all my fans and my supporters, man, because, you know, I've been getting a lot of love recently, and I definitely want to thank everybody for the love.
Take a like you, man. Girl, you have all time down here.
They just already do
Yeah, like,
It's crazy.
When you walked in the door, I was like,
I don't know if you guys saw my post yesterday, but I was at IKEA yesterday. I was at IKEA, man.
I love
I had me in
IKEA.
for like 4 hours.
You lost it.
It was crazy because I went to IKEA the first day we moved here. And, you know, yesterday was my first time back. It was like about a week and change. And everybody in IKEA remembered me. And I
From the
stopped,
first day you
yeah,
were
for
there.
the first time. And I stopped security. I'm like, yo, what is it about me? Like, can y'all see the New York in me? He's like, yeah, you're from New York. You like skin braids. Damn, okay.
You don't have dreads. It goes.
You know what I mean? Like,
And you don't tell idea.
I'm walking on the Tim's. You know what I mean? I got Tim's on. Like, okay.
hey, so can you know about that much?
Hey, Shawty.
Shouts out to ATL, man. I definitely respect the movement I hit.
Yeah.
I don't like the slave talk, though. Hey,
Okay.
but let's get into one of these joints.
Yeah,
man.
right, yeah.
Just pick one. What's your title?
Let's get into Mansions. It features my brother Tony Sunshine for me.
You do Mansions? Son,
No, that's the one with Tommy Sunshine.
Yeah, that's the one.
play that.
That's the one with
H-I-R,
Yeah.
Full Belly Radio, man. International Nova on your dial.
Yeah.
KRS-One.
You gonna kill me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
What up, baby? It's Full Belly Radio. My man, International Nova in
Yes,
the building. Man. You
Holla.
know what I mean? Dave Tolliver, L. Jeezy, J. Milly,
Yeah.
International Nova. We
Yes,
got no
sir. Yes,
spot
sir.
here. Once again, before we leave, I want to thank my man Bone Crusher and his wife Storyteller for coming. Thank my man Big Sam and Bobby Hood Hill for
We
stopping
had a
by.
full house today.
Man,
Now we
it
did
was
with
heavy.
International
It was hot.
Nova Cutie.
It was hot.
You better be glad you got a girlfriend and I got a husband. Right, I have to say that
That
first.
really makes
Right, I got
sense anyway.
Watch out now.
Ladies, what's up, baby?
Man.
So I was telling like she posted it, lady, she daddy sick, and I was like, how you know you want everybody?
Right. Listen, we're in Arizona, but you know what? They're really for real.
They'll fly here.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, look at one of my friends. She like went around my picture. She's like, I think I love Atlanta. I'm like, you've never even mentioned coming here before until you
Not all of a sudden.
all of a sudden you're like, you want to visit.
I'm from New York. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Wow,
I'm a transplant for the moment, you know what I mean? But I love it out here so far. I will say that. I love it out here so
It
far.
ain't a place for a married man. Hey, let's go to the phone line. So what we got? Yeah.
Hey. Shut up, Bankhead.
Salute, salute.
Nay, nay.
Listen. It's not working, dog. I know you in the office somewhere. Get off my phone, man.
Heck no.
Antonio, get off my phone, man.
That was good.
Get
That
off
was
my
real good.
phone. You can't get me, son. You can't get me. You can't get me. I'm the king of the phone prince.
But you guys can call us right now, 404-826-9223, Full Belly Radio. Yes, we are live to
One more
beatdropsradio.com.
thing, we need interns up here because it's like we got to do all the posting, we got to go to the doors, we
It's
got to
ugly
do all
here.
the stuff.
There's like 9 computers.
Yo,
Okay.
we need somebody up on this message board up here. We need somebody to constantly let people know what's going down up there.
Good try.
My
If Antonio was quit playing games, you know what I'm saying, on the phone.
You like doing our place.
So you also have a label deal with
Yes.
with Spectrum too. Tell these cats out here that don't really know what they're doing, how you work that out for yourself, a person that.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm one of those dudes, man. I'm about the business, you know what I mean? I learned the business from Ray Davis and Pete Moore and shots out there. You know, and when I sat down with Spectrum, I had already sat down with Universal Atlanta, a couple different different labels, and you know, I just wanted to cover myself and make sure that my people as well, you know what I'm saying, have an opportunity. So besides my solo record deal, I also did a label deal for my label, which is EMG, and I have 4 or 5 artists on there right now, you know what I'm saying, they're all working. And to me, you know, I just want to make sure everybody has a shot, same way I get a shot, you know what I mean, let them get the same type of opportunity.
Right, and that's what we talked about yesterday that I really,
Talked about
you
a
know,
lot
didn't
yesterday.
really, we were at Gino's Pizza for
Yeah,
like
pizza
4
was
hours.
on
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, sorry. We keep saying we're going to
Real
take
quick
it.
though, you know why I don't invite you to some of that stuff? Because I know you don't really dig that. You know, like no, I'm not that, not yesterday, but I'm talking about like going down to G&B Lounge and stuff like that.
I would hang out.
From now on, I'm calling you
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
And if
Real
you
talk.
don't show up,
Don't even go there because how many times have I called you? Just done. I don't do that. I don't want to do that. I ain't going there. I ain't having that.
Anyway,
I don't
Yeah,
want to.
pizza was on point too, though, man.
Well,
Pizza was, yeah,
next time, I like that extra cheese.
it is.
Yes,
It
I
is.
should have got that extra cheese. I don't want no more white.
No, that's
But
right.
you know what it is though, for me, like there's certain things that you cannot F up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Certain things like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich should just be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once you start adding pineapples and
Right.
you mess up the recipe.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Keep it.
The
Cheese
white
and pepperoni.
pizza is
You know what
great.
I'm
My son.
I'm going to Gino's.
Pineapple
Check
and
this
pepperoni.
out because we go there so often. We need to hit up Gino's.
Right.
Some sponsorship,
Yeah,
some
sponsor.
kind of advertisement. But we've been giving them love like for the past 4 weeks.
We should
Straight
pay them.
up.
We should get them to pay us to just have the boxes there.
Oh my God, their pizza's so good.
Gino, I got you on my next video.
And they're-
we got sponsorship and some free pizza.
They're mad cool too. There's two old Italian dudes.
Yeah.
Dave and I went in at 2 o'clock in the morning. They were in there doing a schedule
Yeah.
at like 2 in the morning. They looked like they were short-handed.
Yeah, I'm about that paper. What do you think? Huh?
Yeah,
What am I
exactly.
crazy or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. So what I was gonna say was, how you
We're talking me.
how you also have the label, your own label under Spectrum for distribution.
Yes.
So talk about some of the artists that you're working with and
Yeah,
what they got
definitely.
going on.
Well, you know, I have a again, you know me from the whole street corner era. You know what I mean? So I kept two of the members of the group, my brothers, and I'm saying no to On Hush, one of the records you like, and Emma, the singer, who's an amazing singer. Beyond them, on the R&B side, I also have Tony Sunshine, former Terror Squad, Fat Joe, Big Pun. That's my brother as well. You know what I mean? And then I also have Rose and Rose, a rapper. He-Fool is a dope rapper. You know, and as of right now, that's the team.
Okay.
And Gio Newmine's my boy. Gio Newmine. I got you, Dave. I told you I got you, Dave. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gio Newmine's. But my thing is, like, I just want to make sure I give everybody an opportunity, man, because at the end of the day, we're all blessed to have this right here. And you know, things can change tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So if you have an opportunity, make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? Open doors for other people, and that's what I'm trying to do.
How do you keep them level? Because, you know, when stuff is not really blazing and going on, you know, the streets be like, nah, say he ain't, not me, nah, he ain't. You know, how do you keep the level? Because even the best of friends, family have been torn apart from people yapping in your ear and different stuff like that. How do you reassure them that everything down the road is gonna be cool?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what happened with street corner. I mean, we started as a family first, and you know, unfortunately, it went sideways. You know. And you know, and I still got love for those dudes too, but things go sideways. I mean, as far as my artists can say, I've been lucky with the artists because ML and Notes have been around for years, so they understand the game. You know what I mean? You know, some of the new guys that I'm working with, like E-Pool and Gross and Gio, you know, they have to get accustomed to how I work and how I do things, and also with the industry because things don't happen overnight. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that things happen for me overnight, but it took a long time for me to get here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they all level-headed, they're all good kids, good dudes, you know what I'm saying? Good men because they're all grown men. You know what I mean? And everybody has their own movement. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm sitting there being the boss all the time. You have your movement. Let's bring it together. Let's make it happen for you and for us. You know what I mean? And make the best out of your situation.
Definitely. What are some of the things that you would like to do out here in Atlanta that really was
Take
like?
I can tell you this: your music is very different from what
It's
they're
out
putting
here.
out here, man. And because of your look, and if you grind down here as hard as you did, and what's the name?
You're gonna be
And the
straight.
type of records you go, them girls gonna follow you everywhere.
Everywhere.
But be careful, because that Guyanese, they like to cut. They like to cut these looks, son.
Well, you know, like my thing is, you know, I don't know a lot, but to me, I still have so much more to do. You know what I mean?
I still feel the same way.
And yeah, you know what I mean? And
I still
it's
feel
one of
the
those things that keeps me hungry, you know what I mean? It keeps me wanting to work and put the work in, and I'm a studio rat. And, you know, I'm going to just keep working. I'm going to come in and work, and hopefully things, you know,
I'm coming over, man, this week, though.
It's good. I got the studio on top of you, man.
I'm coming over this week.
Yeah. It's funny, right? Because I post
Spend the
pictures
night,
of my
too.
studio, my home studio, on Instagram. People think I'm in a $1 million studio, but it's my home studio. I have a really nice home studio that I work and bust my A for, you know what I mean? And it's one of those things, man. Come through, just get some records done, just work on some of your records, like, you know what I
You
mean?
definitely do the remix to the home.
Let's
joint.
get it,
on that.
ladies. Man, let's get it.
You heard it. You were like, I gotta get on that record.
Good. That record,
Yeah, I think
That record.
I love all
Make
the
me
music.
wanna
Like,
suck
if
your
you
bone.
guys listen to a lot of
That's my favorite part.
it's very melodic. Like, a lot of my records are melodic, you know what I mean? Because I grew up on R&B. So for me, when I heard his record, I was like, this is stupid right here. Like, this is dope. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta get it.
I wish my bank account reflected it right now.
Real talk.
Yeah. And, you know, I believe, like, where you're coming from, and I picture them some things, too, man. I think if me and you kind of put our heads together, we might be able to take that level over.
And that's
Might be
crazy,
take
you know what I mean?
over, you know what I mean?
And shouts out to Spectre because the other day they gave me an opportunity. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know, I think every artist has a right with their label. You know what I mean? Like things don't always go how you want to.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying, they gave me an opportunity, so shouts out to them, shouts out to Jimmy, Bobby, you know what I'm saying, Lady, everybody over there. But yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, me and Dave can put our music cats together, man. We can probably some bangers.
Oh yeah, shout out to Lady Lake too. She's been hitting me on Twitter the whole time we've been on the air.
That's actually my A&R.
Okay, yeah,
She Game has a different one, but she's my A&R Spectre.
Yeah, she's been too.
And shouts out to Fredo Star, who's also on the label.
Tony Cherry, Flint Jones,
They got a lot of talent on the label.
So they're actually planning a big show here with
everybody.
Yeah, with a lot of I don't know what it's called.
That's different one.
It's a different one. Yeah. So, you know, hey, we got my man International Nova in the building.
Yes.
From the NY.
DX in the building, baby.
What are you gonna miss the most about leaving New York coming here? There's a huge New York movement here though, but you know,
people keep telling me that. People keep
like,
telling me that.
I'll show you the thing about
She
the
told me on Instagram.
I hear it right there.
BX, they come out. Come on, that's the Bronx.
I want to go too. I'm gonna tell you, man.
It's the Bronx for a reason, baby.
Look, man, when I was a kid, teenager starting off in radio, my uncle/dad, one of the biggest programmers in the country. I used to get flown up to New York all the time for the new music seminars.
Yes.
But I fell in love with New York because hip hop was at its purest form right there, where they had the real hip hop battles, the DJ battles. I fell in love with New York culture. And then when we did Men at Large and we became a different press week in Atlantic, and we just got the. But I sometimes wish I was from New York.
It's funny. Let me tell you, it's funny about people when you get with a New York person. All of a sudden, you take over. You know what I'm saying? Their personality, their dialect. Everybody, me up, son. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I've learned over the years, especially with the music thing, is that when I go out of state to do shows, they know where you're from. Like, especially from New York. I don't know where you are, but you from New York.
You can tell where people are from.
How do you know? The way you talk, the way you dress, you know what I mean? Like, you're from New York, and I think that coming from NYC is a special place. You know what I mean? The South Bronx.
And they expect certain things from you, too.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
They expect certain things from you when you come from those places, man, like that.
See, and with the hip hop, it was crazy for me because I was cool with a lot of the originators. You know what I mean? The Cool Hercs and the Grandwoods, the Theodores and stuff like that. And you know, people like that, and you know what I mean? Cold Crush Brothers, Milly and Lashone, that's my people. Like, they supported Street Corner when we first came out. So coming from that, and then I lived next to where hip hop originated. You know what I mean? Like, on the block next to the building where hip hop originated. So to me, it came full circle. You know what I mean?
The BX.
The Bronx, baby.
If you could do a feature with anybody right now, hip hop, who would it be? And then somebody R&B on a record.
Well, you know what? For me, growing up, being a huge Tupac fan, it was a blessing getting Hussein Fatal on the 2 records. You know what I mean? From Yabba. So that was huge for me because I'm Tupac out. You know what I mean? As far as like now, like I've been wanting to do a record. I think I saw maybe a couple years ago for Lloyd. I'm a huge Lloyd fan when it comes to R&B.
He comes and does something, then he disappears.
What he has, though. What he has, though. Like, the kid is dope, you know what I mean? And of course, you know, Dave Tolliver. But, you know, hip-hop, like, hip-hop, I don't know. Like, I'm not really, one thing about me, I don't really try to listen to the radio that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't really try to study what people do because I try to do my own thing, try to have my own identity. You know what I mean? But I think music-wise, I think Diddy's one of the innovators of this music when it comes to just having that ear, which is something you can't teach, I think. He has that ear, that golden ear, you know what I mean? And that would be dope.
Having Diddy on your record, you gotta get somebody to write it for him. He come in there, put his presence on there. I mean, that's what he do. He has, from what I understand, the people write for him. He comes in.
I'm not gonna
square there. Yeah.
Sounds a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? Very humble. He actually went to my high school. So when I was in high school, he came back to do
VS 197.
Nah. But he came through the whole day there, and I was chosen to kind of hang out with him the whole day and show him around. And it's cool, dude.
That's
awesome.
Yeah. We got International Nova in the building.
Yes.
On the grand opening of Fort Belly Radio.
Yeah, El is drawing in on Instagram, man. I see her.
Yo, when I learned how to do something, it's like, oh, she finally learned. Okay.
You know what? I want to thank you guys for having me too, man. Because you know I'm not from ATL, so you guys definitely showing me a lot of love. Milly, I know you for years. You know, it's dope to finally get in contact.
Yes.
It's crazy because you know the way I know Milly is through a crazy situation, crazy people. But if homie did one thing right was link us up. You know what I mean?
That's one thing. That's one thing.
You know, shouts out to you for always showing me love in Street Corner.
No problem.
She had an objective.
No.
Milly was always cool with us, man. She is one of the
coolest people I've ever met in my life. When she came down here, I was like, Milly.
And what's so funny is how, because I didn't know Milly at all.
I'm keeping y'all apart. I would not team up with me.
But like,
my friend.
They got us all. Like we connected. You know what I'm saying?
Milly to me, like I have this thing about when I meet people because I have a good heart. Like if you don't have a good heart and I see that, I can't rock with you. Right. You know what I mean? Which is why I cut off certain relationships with people. But Milly from day one always showed me that love and that gentleman love. And to me, that meant so much. You know what I mean?
So we got about 2 minutes, man. Tell everybody to make it find you. Damn, this show went about fast.
We didn't talk about nothing we supposed to talk about.
What's your name?
Oh, that's next week.
I'll come back another time.
You come back whenever you want.
I'm in the 8 now, baby. You come through whenever. Everybody was waiting to hear about the pageant and, you know.
Yeah, I heard you did a little modeling thing this week.
Yeah, it's actually the Mrs. Georgia pageant.
Save it for next week, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to say.
So if you missed the show today, you can check us out tomorrow on the J King Network because we broadcast it. But always here live and direct on the beatdropsradio.com. She is our favorite now, but you can check it out Thursday, same time on the J King. I said favorite now.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Wow.
Favorite now.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite now for my own now. So give everybody your info before we get out of here, man.
Follow me on Twitter, man. Nova BX Prince, NOVA BX Prince. You know what I'm saying? YouTube International Nova, Vivo International Nova, Instagram International Nova, Facebook International. Everything is International Nova. Google me. I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to LA, Australia, working. You know, worst case, Brooklyn International Nova got album stores in town. Got Tony Sunshine, Fred the Godson, Hussein Fatal, Sicario. A lot of dope artists.
I'll tell you a funny story about the Outlaws in a second. Be off the air.
They're definitely there. You know what I mean? Shout out to my management and the Barton agency. You know what I mean? Spectrum, everybody over there. Jay Milly, you guys for having me. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime.
Next time we do a pizza date, she has to be there because, you know, she
Yeah.
We want to thank my girl Bianca Burwell, WBBE, drops
Get that dig out of a single, man.
Yeah, man. And I'm ready to do this remix because on the record, the bridge is nothing. You just go ahead and rock it.
There's a part for it.
We're about to do this remix. International Nova, Dave Tolliver home. We about to y'all.
Yeah. Yo, tuned in. We'll see you next week.
Woohoo!